I'm sitting here going, now how do I start my video? You guys, it seems like it's been forever since I sat in front of this camera, and really it hasn't been. But I had a lot of videos pre-filmed before I had surgery. So I'm going to give you a surgery update today. Now, before I do that, let me just tell you, you probably noticed I'm not sitting in the same spot. Normally, I have been filming videos sitting in the floor of my bedroom because I just like the way the light shines in from the window and everything behind me is white. But my butt cannot sit on the floor right now because of my surgery. So I am going to hope that the lighting is good, and I'm going to hope that it's not echoing because I'm sitting in my living room on the couch because the couch is really soft and I'm not sitting on hard surfaces right now. So if you did not know, a week and a half ago on July 17th, I had a hysterectomy. I will link the video where I talk about the surgery. It's probably a little bit of TMI. Today is gonna be a little bit of TMI too, so I'm gonna apologize for that. But I go into detail about why I had the hysterectomy in that video. So definitely check that video out in the card above to find out all of the details. So today I thought I would just sit down and share with you how the experience went, how I am feeling, and overall about the experience. And I will tell you before I get started that I appreciate every single message, every single comment, every single prayer that I have received from this community. You have no idea how it felt for people to just like randomly message me and ask me how I'm feeling and that I've been in their prayers today. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. You have no idea how much that means to me, so thank you. But I'm doing well. So it is today, I'm filming this on the 28th. So I had surgery almost a week and a half ago, and that first couple of days was rough. So I had surgery on the Friday the 17th. And then thank God they let my husband stay with me. So we stayed in the hospital overnight, and then they released me at like 9 o'clock that next morning. So it went really well. I was really terrified. If you did not know, the only surgery I have ever had was my tonsils removed when I was 5. So I was really nervous. But my doctor was amazing. The nurses were amazing. The hospital was amazing. I just had a very good experience overall, I feel like. And the lighting may come in and out, so I apologize. The sun's going in and out of some clouds. So overall, it went really well. When I got home, I will say I was in a lot of pain after, and I would describe the pain as, even with pain medicine, I would describe it as labor pain without the chance of getting an epidural. I mean, that is how I've explained it to people. I'm like, because I had back labor. So both of my kids, the pain was in my lower back. So that was for a good 3 days after surgery, and it went all the way to my knees. So it's getting a little bit better, but oh, those first 3 days were horrible. I sat in bed Saturday and Sunday evenings, and I'm like, I can't go to sleep. My back's hurting so bad. And that's even with, I was like nonstop on a heating pad, pain medicine, everything. So, I mean, it really felt like back labor and not being able to get an epidural. So slowly it has gotten better, but I will tell you, this last weekend, it was like, I started feeling like I didn't have surgery, and then it was like, bam, there comes the pain and there comes the bleeding. So I am going to share all of that. So if that's something that grosses you out, you may want to tune off and not watch this video. But so I had not a little bit of bleeding right afterwards, which they told me was normal. And then this weekend, it was a lot. It was a lot of blood, which they told me could happen. So I looked it up, and it said normally about 10 days after your surgery, you could see a gush of blood a lot more. So I did have that. I've taken it easy this weekend and up my pain meds. Because by Thursday of last week, I'm like, you know what, I'm feeling pretty good. Maybe I can taper off on the pain medicine. Maybe I don't have to take as much. And then that hit and I was like, maybe that wasn't a good idea. So today is Tuesday when I'm filming this, and I'm slowly feeling better today, which is why I felt like today was a good day to film, put the makeup on and all of that. And it was funny because Saturday, my kids weren't home this weekend. They went to my mother-in-law. So it was just me and my husband. And let me tell you, that was funny because we didn't watch TV. We just like sat around because we didn't know what to do. We didn't want to watch a movie. I mean, literally, we sat here and enjoyed the peace and quiet. So Saturday, I'm working on some brand stuff on the table because all my stuff is set up at the kitchen table right now because those chairs are softer than my office chair. I reach across the table to get a pen, and like in the middle of me reaching, I'm like, I don't think that was a good idea, Nathan. And I slowly like sit down, and he was like, what do you mean? I'm like, I just had a shooting pain go through my private. I mean, that's serious. Like, it felt like a shooting pain, lightning going through my private area. And I'm like, maybe that wasn't a good idea. So it is a little bit of a wake-up call every once in a while when I have these little pains shoot through my private area that you did have surgery. So I do still have my ovaries, and the reason why they kept my ovaries is hormonal issues, because my ovaries are okay, and I don't want to be put in menopause right now. They don't want me to be put in menopause. So I'm sure eventually the ovaries will come out. But they took the uterus, the cervix, and all that. My ovaries are still in. So I will tell you that I have a little bit of a pot belly right now. I have a little pudge in the front, and they said it would take up to like 6 weeks plus for my entire system to settle down. So my body has gone through trauma. So it's like swelling and stuff to, I guess, try to fight off what has been going on down there. So when I go back to work, I'm like, am I gonna be able to wear leggings or something? Because I don't know if I can put on regular pants right now. Another TMI moment, so I'm just gonna warn you, I'm gonna talk about bowel movements. So another TMI moment, so if bowel movements and your system, if it really bothers you, you might not want to watch this part, because here's the thing, I'm gonna talk about what people don't talk about. And bowel movements. The last week and a half, I'll tell you, I did not use the bathroom for about 4 or 5 days after. And it bothered me because I'm usually a regular person. And I was warned, I started taking Miralax. My mom told me I needed to start taking that. And I'm like 4 days out, I'm like, why is this crap not working? I'm not using the bathroom. And I could describe it as pregnancy bowel movements. If you've ever been pregnant, you know, you have that desire to go to the bathroom really bad. So you run in there to the bathroom and it's nothing. So that's what I had for a week. So I'm finally starting to have some bowel movements. And, you know, I know that's a little bit too much, but you guys, you don't want to get your system all messed up, because I was feeling like really nauseated from not being able to go to the bathroom. So the Miralax, and I've taken fiber pills and all that, it has started working, but it would be described as pregnancy bowel movements at the beginning. I would feel like I needed to go, and then I would sit there. And I didn't want to push. They tell you not to push, because I didn't want to have the same issue that I had before start happening again. So all of that is in that video above if you're wondering. So all of that about my issues and why I had to have the hysterectomy is in a card above, so definitely check that out. I'm not going to go into that in this video. So now let's talk about eating. He told me my doctor was really amazing when I was about to get released from the hospital. He said that I might notice that my appetite is not there right now. And he goes, I'm not sure why, but a lot of women say that their appetite it takes a while for their appetite to come back. And I will tell you, that first night in the hospital, I'm like, I'm hungry. I have Nathan. They did let him leave, thank God, to go and get me food, because by the time I was hungry, the cafeteria was closed, or the room service was closed. And I'm like, I want to go to Cracker Barrel. So I had him get me these grilled chicken, 2 things of mashed potatoes. He comes back and I'm wanting to chow down on all this food, you guys. And I take like a few bites and I'm like, I think I'm gonna vomit. I mean, I couldn't eat it. I'm like, I want to eat this food, but my body will not let me. So that's how it's been for the last week and a half. I have not been able to eat a whole lot. I'll eat a little bit here and there, but nothing to where I'm gonna sit down and eat a gigantic meal. So, and I can't eat a whole lot either, because after I eat, I feel like my body is swelling a little bit. So I would describe it as how I felt when I would eat when I was pregnant. Like really pregnant. Like you can only eat a little bit and then you felt like way overstuffed. So I'm having to like gradually like graze, I guess you would say. So overall, I'm feeling great. And I go back to the doctor on Thursday. Today is Tuesday. So check out if you're not part of our Facebook group, the Golden Circle, or Instagram, definitely become part of those 2 places, because I will update you more on there. But overall, I'm feeling good, and it went really well. He was very happy with how everything looked, and I did not know, he did not know, and I did not know if I was gonna come out of surgery and have an incision. He told me that his plan was to do it vaginally, but he doesn't know what to expect until he gets in there. So I didn't know if I was gonna come out and have an incision, and as soon as I came out, I started feeling my stomach, and I'm like, yes, I don't have an incision. So he was able to do everything vaginally. So it is good that I don't have that scar there, and that is a spot for healing. So I think my healing is not going to take nearly as long as it would if I had the cut. So I'm not driving right now. I'm not going to drive until I get the okay. He told me I could drive a little bit this week, but with my bleeding that I've had over the weekend, I just don't feel comfortable doing that until he gives me the okay. And I go Thursday at 12:30 for that. So that's 2 days from now. So everything is going good. Thank you so much for all of the well wishes. And I'm healing, and I'm ready to just kind of get back to how things were. But I can already tell you that I feel so much better than I did before I had the hysterectomy. So you guys, please, if you are in any type of situation like me and you're not sure what to expect, or you're not sure if what you're experiencing is normal, please shoot me a message. People have messaged me on Instagram, or send me an email, or reach out to me on Facebook in a message. Just if you do that on Facebook, make sure that you like write on my wall or in the group and say, hey, I sent you a message, because sometimes I don't know when I get messages there. So you guys, reach out to me if you have any questions. I would be more than happy to talk to you about it. And I'm sure that you may have some personal questions too, so don't hesitate to contact me. So you guys, that is all for this video. I hope you have enjoyed hearing about my surgery and how I'm doing. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of the well wishes and all of the messages. So you guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you give it a big thumbs up. By giving my videos a thumbs up, it shows YouTube you're engaged and you like my content, which means they'll start suggesting it and recommending it to more people, which means our community will grow and will continue to spread positivity. Also, I hope you hit that red subscribe button to become a part of our community and our mission to get organized on a budget and with a plan together. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and until next time, bye you guys.